We got these in nice and snug. I'm really happy with it. And what you do once your linkages are set up, you want to make sure they're set up the same length as you come up top. And what we're going to do is we're going to square off our servos. Make sure that there's the exact same amount of space between the linkage and your vert fin. And then you want to just hold your servo down with one finger, and then you're going to trace it with a ballpoint pen. And that's going to be your template for when you solder and cut out your hole. So we have our servo templates traced out. And, this extra line that's over here, you have to draw in almost freehand to make sure that there's enough room for the arm to go up and down to give you your elevator and aileron. This is the most important part, I would say, on the plane, aside from anything. Take your time with this. You're going to want to use the lowest wattage soldering iron you have. Or I've heard of people cutting out the template and sliding it through like a cookie like you do with some of the other wings. I use a soldering iron, and I go very slowly. So get a chair, sit down if you can. If you don't have a chair in your shop, go in and tell your wife you want to renew your wedding vows, and then ask her about 10 minutes after that if you can do this on your kitchen table, because it really helps if you're sitting down and holding, your soldering iron almost like a pencil for the precision that you're going to need to, carve out your hole. And you do it very lightly. I mean, one of these holes might take me about 3-4 minutes to do, just because I really take my time on it. Sometimes I've taken up to 10 minutes. You just got to make sure you nail it, because you want everything to fit in there snug and look good. This is how you solder it out. Very slowly. Take your time. Don't get in a rush. That's when we make mistakes, is when we start rushing. And your paint that you painted on will start to, attach itself to your soldering iron head. And when it does that, just take it over to your sponge that you have wetted down and clean it off as you go. See, I'm starting to get a lot of buildup there, just because that's going to become superheated and it can fall down and melt deeper into the foam. And every now and again, just bring your servos up and see how well they're coming to the party. Here's one part I wanted to note. On your servo, you have, your little brackets for, a mount to a fuselage or something like that. Now, some clip these off. I'll just put a little razor slit in the foam so that they can slide down in, just for that added support. But, keep checking them. And, when you get a good fit, you want the top of the servo flush with the top of the wing. Just, slide them out and get ready to hot glue them in there. But, again, nice and slow. I mean, this one hole has taken me, close to 10 minutes already, but I'm just taking my time. You can see my servo is almost in there. Just a little bit more to go, and it'll be flush with the top. Again, we're taking our sweet time here. And there we go.